Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming back to join me for today's video. I'm going to be doing some makeup and talking about my mentals. So if you'd like an update on mental health and see the look I create just grabbing stuff out of my bins, then please keep on watching. So I need to get into my buckets, so that means these get taken down so I can get in. Yes. So I'm going to be going in with some eyeshadow base. It's just the P. Louise. So if you saw my post that Sean made for me, I was something called pink slipped. That's here in Utah, where basically you don't have a choice. So I was in the behavioral health unit for 3 days. So not super fun. I'm just having a rough time with this time of year. I always do with school starting. Seeing all the school supplies and everything like that, it's just a little too much sometimes when it comes to like thinking about Maggie. She'd be starting 3rd grade, all that kind of stuff. So just some problems there. They ended up changing up some meds. I was on Celexa, and they ended up changing it to escitalopram, which is like a sister drug, but it can be a higher dose. So I guess that's good. They also put me on olanzapine for breakthrough anxiety. So once again, I guess that's good. I grabbed 2 palettes. I've never used these. They are the Sephora Soft Lights and Vibrant Lights. Don't know which one I'm going to do. Let's do the Vibrant. Anyway, so yeah. I also have so I'm filming this on Thursday, and I have an emergency psychiatrist appointment today, so that's fun, I guess. Looks like there's some nice shimmers. Looks like there is a duochrome, so I think we're going to do that. I'm going to go in with a little bit of the NYX glitter glue. Just that way I have a little bit of extra grip. I'm not sure about the baby bangs still. They're definitely growing on me, so I guess that's good. But you definitely need to have eyebrows done for it to look somewhat decent. Here. So I saw this girl on TikTok, and where her like if you can see here, like it's like sagging a little, but she went in with a puff and was able to kind of make sure that it's lifted, if that makes sense. So that's better. I think I'll stay here, but anyway. Okay, so threw on some brows. I ended up using the ABH brow pen, and this is in chocolate. I just did my outer part of my brows. Yeah, I ended up going in with the NYX Fill and Fluff, and this is in Auburn, so really pretty. Anyway, and then I went in with the Glamour. Anyway, it's this dual-sided eyeliner, and so we went in just with the baby blue side. So yes, okay, now I can put this stuff away. Been trying to do better at that, but you know, sometimes it doesn't work out. Okie dokie. I'm gonna be going in with some foundation, powder, concealer. all that stuff. This is the bin. And this is all face crap. So, you know, it's great. Ugh. But anyway, getting this from Amazon. It's a 3-pack of the W7 powders. So there is the Matte Dreamer, banana powder, and pink powder, and this was $8, so way cheap. So I'm going to be trying that out today. Anyway, so these are full size. I mean, not the biggest fan of banana powder, but I mean, there's definitely a time and place to do it. Do you see what I mean? Like, the baby bangs look so much better when you have some brows on. That's some pretty pink powder. But these are vegan and 18 months, PETA approved. Anyway, 0.7, so 0.70 ounces. So pretty close to an ounce. That's quite a bit, actually. Okay, so trying to be better about like reaching for different foundations and stuff like that. And I haven't been filming my makeup looks when I am doing makeup, just because I really enjoy makeup, and I feel like sometimes when I do makeup, it kind of takes away the joy of it if I'm always filming it. So if that makes sense. Okay, so I am going to go in and conceal first. I'm just going to be going in with my CoverGirl Outlast All Day Concealer, and then my Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. It's been a long time since I've used that, so we're just going to try this out. Okay. I'm trying to do better about doing concealer first. Sorry if it's super loud out there. I don't think kids are going back to school yet, but anyway, not really feeling better, a ton better, but I mean, it is what it is. And I know I have a lot to be grateful for, and I hate when people are like, you're so ungrateful. You know what I mean? It doesn't help with the mental health situation when people go in like that, you know what I mean? So, but I do have a lot to be grateful for, and I'm very grateful for everything I do have. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it's enough. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That sounds super ungrateful, but if you're having mental health issues, you know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, just gently gonna do that. Okay, so coverage is on. I used the NYX Won't Stop, you know, the matte one. I ended up going in with the Kaylee Under Eye Brightener. This is in Rose Pink. I really, really like this stuff, so I went in with this. And then I did go in with the Revolution Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer in Light. And then I ended up going in with the W7 Pink Blur Loose Powder, baking a little bit. I'm gonna actually be taking it off right now. I don't like to bake too long because I do have under eye wrinkles. So when I was locked up, they were asking me like, what kind of stuff do you do to like keep yourself busy? And it's like, I clean. That's what I do, is I clean. And so they were, you know, they wrote down like that, and they're like, well, what can you do else you can do? And I'm like, well, cleaning is about it, but I did end up getting out my crocheting stuff, so that way I can start doing that. I found a pattern for a really easy like sweater. Anyway, I'll put it right here, and I'll go in and show you how much I've gotten done of it. with nails, it's not helpful when there's like got the covered in plastic. This is the Matte Dreamer Loose Powder. Am I gonna be super matte? Yeah. Do I care about that? No. Okay, so I love W7. If you've never tried anything from them, I think you're missing out. So they didn't end up diagnosing me with anything else. Still got borderline personality disorder. And I hate saying that because I feel like nowadays it's kind of popular to have that, and it's horrible. It's extremely horrible. So it kind of pisses me off when people are like, oh, I have borderline. It's like, if you had borderline, you would not be bragging about it. You would be just beyond, you would just, yeah, it would just completely, it ruined your life to a degree. And yeah, it kind of pisses me off when people do that. So it is what it is, though. Okay, where did my lid go? There it is. Okay, it is time for blush, bronzer, highlighter. Okay, so I have this that I've never done on camera. It's the Chameleon Wet n Wild Chameleon Chrome highlighter, and it's really pretty. And it's got like a blue shift to it, so I thought we could go ahead and use that today as our highlighter since we did a blue eye look. Why do I keep saying we? I don't know. Ugh. Heavy. Hope I don't move you, but my other bucket is right here. Oh my goodness gracious, it's too heavy. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab something out of it. I ended up finding the L'Oreal Infallible bronzer. This is in Deep Tan. I own 3 of these now. They're really, really nice. So I'm just going to be going in with a little bit of this, just to warm up the face a little bit. I'm just using this kind of brush where it's got the longer bristles. I can't remember what it's called. Sorry. My brain is not working. So. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be doing my mascara and my lips, and I'm also going to be putting on some lashes. I'm going to be using the Ioni. These are called the Halflings lashes, and yeah, 100% handmade. You already know how I feel about them. They look nice. I don't feel like it's going to cover too much of the eye look, so we're going to do these. I'm going to do my lips with you. I went ahead and grabbed my Wet n Wild Brandy Wine lip liner. If you know, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and plop this on. Okay, that is on. I like these. They're dry. They last a long time. I like that I can sharpen them. All that kind of stuff. I'm going to be going in with the Revolution. This is the matte liquid lip, and this is in nude. So, got this for like 3 cents, just because of the outlet. So, but I think it'll be good. So, has a giant doe foot. Smells like vanilla. And the look, by the way, I'm using my Essence by my Panda Eyes. Really, really good. Favorite mascara from Essence. Not a big fan of the Lash Princess or whatever. Just, it is what it is. But this is a tubing mascara, so really, really nice. Will not smudge, flake, or anything like that. Definitely recommend this one. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished look. I really like the lashes. I think they kind of add to the look, but it doesn't cover up the eye look. I'll show you what it looks like outside. So here's that. It's going to look scary. I know it is, but here's that. But yeah, there we go. Definitely did my makeup for my mental health. I still would have done my makeup today whether or not I was filming. So yeah, it is intense. Is it daytime appropriate? It is for me. I think it looks nice. So anyway, there we go. I'm going to put the national S word number down below so that way if you are having a hard time, you can reach out. There's nothing wrong with having a mental health crisis. It happens. I can usually keep my shit together and I just haven't been able to. That's fine. Right now I owe like $6,000 in medical debt. Don't let that deter you. I'm going to be filling out paperwork to see if I can get the hospital to like write some of it off. So I'm worried about money all the time, but don't let that deter you from getting help. You're more important. But anyway, I'll let you know how the psychiatrist appointment goes today. Supposed to be there at 2:10, so I'm filming this on Thursday. I think I already said that, but yeah, have a psychiatrist appointment today at 2:10. So we'll see how that goes. I'm really apprehensive about it, but anyway, but there we go. Hope that you did enjoy today's video, getting ready with me, chatting about my mental health, all that kind of stuff. But if you did enjoy today's video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, share it, all that kind of stuff. Let me know down below in the comments how you're all doing. I would love to know down below. And if you enjoy budget videos, then you might like my channel. I do film 7 days a week, all about budget stuff. So I do budget beauty, vlogs, grocery hauls, recipes, taste tests, all sorts of stuff. So if that sounds interesting, then please subscribe. But I do appreciate you stopping by. Another video should start autoplaying here in a moment. Might be one of mine, might be somebody else's, but sit back, relax, enjoy, and I'll see y'all here in just a sec.